Okay, water signs. What message do we have for the water signs during this trying time? What guidance do you offer them? Oh, there's some coming out right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Water signs. 10 of Wands, responsibility. The Hermit, contemplation. Ooh, I bet y'all are feeling this one real hard right now, right? The Star, hope. And the King of Pentacles, for trust. What a beautiful message for the water signs from the water deck. Oh my God, what a beautiful message. Wow. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is shifting into a lot of positive feelings out of the fear and the anxiety, shifting into having hope for a bright future. I know it seems kind of bleak at times, but it's there. I think that this, even though there might be scary things looming, I think there's a lot of hope to be had. I think there's a lot of spiritual growth going on right now. And I think that if people focus on that nothing is going to get in the way of that. Nothing is going to stop this. As long as we all stand together and stand strong together, I think we have hope. There's lots of hope. Trust that everything is always working out towards your highest good. And that's a hard one right now. I mean, that's like a message for me too. Because, with all these, I don't even like to call them conspiracies because now they seem like super real. But with all the scary things on the horizon, I have to trust that, I'm going to be okay. I take care of the things that I can control right now. I can focus on my family and making them feel safe and secure and spending time with my family. I can focus on positive things and ideas, that creativity, and lean into my creativity and get my ideas going. And y'all, this is what I'm saying to y'all is you can do these things too and focus on these positive aspects in your life right now, and that this is an opportunity for lots of things. And so lean into that and lean into your intuition. What is your intuition telling you right now? Is it telling you to lean into your creativity? Is it telling you that you've been working so hard and you've been so busy that now this is your time to forget all of the worries and really just take time for yourself to heal, to breathe, to work through things, to journal, to do whatever you have to do to have some self-care right now, and trust that everything is going to work out. And the Hermit, contemplation. So for my water signs, this is a good time right now while we're at home, mostly, get out, get sunshine, go for a walk, do those things definitely, but it's a good time for contemplation and maybe to address those things, those fears. We don't have to hide from them or pretend that they're not there. When you feel something, and this is what we want to teach our kids, with gentle parenting, right? It's it's okay to cry. It's okay to be upset. But it's not okay to hit people when you're upset. That's what we tell our kids, right? There's a way to handle it. And so, where was I going with that? That now is the time to contemplate on all those feelings, why am I having these feelings, and write them out, work them out. And if you need somebody to talk to, I'm here. Reach out to a friend, reach out to a family member, and really process those emotions that we've just been holding on to, that we've been too busy to deal with. And dig deep, contemplate, go inward, reflect. It's a good time for reflection. And then we have the 10 of Wands, last card, responsibility. This is a good time for you water signs to take responsibility for, maybe some of you, I feel like, for your actions. Yeah, that's a message that I feel coming through, is that you need to take responsibility for your actions. That doesn't mean to sit in guilt and shame, but to recognize something that happened. Maybe you said something you shouldn't have said, or you did something you shouldn't have done. And maybe apologize to someone that you hurt. It could be your children, it could be your spouse, it could be a family member. Maybe you just had some harsh words, and maybe you just need to take responsibility for that. And this is for some people. Of course, this might not resonate with all of you, but for whoever it resonates with, just take responsibility, say that you're sorry, or explain why you got upset and what was really underneath that. You were scared for them, or you're worried about them. Let them know that maybe underneath it all, it came from a place of compassion. I feel called to give that message right now. Let's see what the book says about that. Responsibility, 10 of Wands. Swords, Wands. Okay. You have far too much to do and to think about. There may be pressure at work or on the home front. You're so absorbed in the detail you can't see the bigger picture and discern what's essential. An additional meaning is that one person or situation is taking all of your mental energy, so you have little time to focus on your own needs. Set some boundaries to reduce the stress. You may need to say no to certain people. Okay, so this is the overwhelm card of the tarot. You have far too much to do and to think about. So that's kind of the contemplation. You have a lot to think about and you have a lot to do. But, maybe you need to have that conversation with that person, and maybe you do need to set boundaries. Somebody might be taking advantage of you, of your kindness, of how much you do for them, and maybe it's hurting your own ability to take care of yourself and your own needs, or your family. It could even be your spouse that you might need to set boundaries with and say, hey, I need help. It could be a family member. You know who it is. Reach out to that person and, set some boundaries, because you need to take care of yourself and you need to take care of your family. And that's important too. You're just as important. Don't forget that you're just as important, and that being kind and helping others is good, but you have to take care of yourself first so that you can help others. Because once you deplete all of your energy, then that affects your mental health and your emotional health and your physical health too. So don't forget self-care. Water signs, responsibility, contemplation, hope, and trust. Those are your themes for this time right now. All right. I think I'm going to come back on tomorrow and do air and earth. That's what I'm feeling I should do right now. But before I hop off, I'm going to pull a card for someone watching. So if you're watching and you would like me to pull a card, let's see. I see Liz Richardson. Liz, if you're still on, I'll give you a minute to let me know. If you're still on, I'll pull a card for you. If not, then I will pull a card for someone else. Okay. And Alicia, we were talking earlier. Girl, I got you. Tomorrow when we chat, I'm going to pull you a card, okay? So, Liz. And if you want a reading, like a full reading, like I just did with 4 cards, that's $11. PayPal, whatever. I accept most things. I'd be happy to help give you any guidance you need. If you want a deeper reading, you can talk to me on that. We can do a deeper one for $22, a full card spread. I have different spreads in here. There's one for the week ahead where it tells you like what your week is going to look like and what things you can keep in mind for those days. You can do a yes or no. If you want to do a yes or no one, that's only a 3-card pull. I can give you a good deal on that. Or we can do, like I said, a full guidance one for $22.